Okay, so one of the first things that we want to do here when we install our site is we want to come down. We're going to update the WordPress here in just a minute, but the first thing we're going to do is go down to settings and go down to permalinks, and we're just going to resave our permalinks. If you don't do this, you may have issues when navigating to individual posts. So let's take a look at our site again. Now you're not going to need to worry about having the same site as a few other people. That's something that you really don't need to worry about. Um, as long as you concentrate on the content of the site, you'll be just fine. Now, one thing that you could do here is, as far as integrating the Azon Auto Builder software, is make a actually make a store on either a subdomain or in a subfolder, and what we would do is have links going back to that store from your Paleo Diet niche site. Okay, this is a great site. You're going to get a lot of traffic to this site, and so what we're going to be doing is giving users great information, and then hopefully they're going to buy through our affiliate links also. So we got that. Now let's go back in and let's just go ahead and get the basic settings set up for our site. Okay, so let's go ahead and just update our WordPress installation. Okay, so let's go ahead and update the WordPress now. Now, I hope we don't run into any issues when we update, okay? We may or we may not. Hopefully we won't. It don't look like we're going to. But the next thing we need to do is go into our plugins, and we need to take a look at the plugins that we have and then update the plugins that we have, okay? Okay, so what we would do is first thing we do is just go ahead and go and click on Update Available. Now let's go ahead and highlight all of them, and let's update all of them. Now, anytime you're updating plugins and things like that, there's always a chance that something will go wrong. If it does go wrong, I'll show you how to fix it. But so we've got them all checked. Let's go ahead and update all of them. So we're just going to select Update and then click Apply. And it's going to go through the update process, and hopefully we don't get the maintenance mode issue, but it looks like everything has updated just fine, so we're in pretty good shape. Okay, now let's go back to our dashboard and see where we're at. Okay, so we know there's a couple other things that we need to do. Under settings, if we can go to general. Okay, now you already have the site title and tagline in here. Now, we're not going to be using this as our SEO or home SEO title and description, so this is not that important. You can go ahead and put in your own admin email here if you'd like, and change that out. Okay, so and then just click on Save Changes. Let's go back to plugins real quick. So it looks like our plugins are not activated. A couple are. So let's go ahead and I'm going to show you the plugins that I like to use, or some of the plugins that that I like to use. So let's go ahead and we're going to activate Broken Link Checker. We're going to activate the Dagon Design Sitemap Generator. Activate that. We'll go ahead and activate our Feed Burner. We've got to activate our featured content gallery, and we'll page links to Platinum, Quick AdSense. We'll go reveal IDs and share this in Word database and WP date remover. Okay, so let's just activate those just real quick. Now, one thing we need to do is go back and check our site because we've updated all these plugins, so we want to make sure that we haven't screwed up our site. So let's go and refresh and see and make sure that there's nothing that we need to change or fix. So it looks like everything is there. Okay, so we're good there. Now I'm going to show you a couple of plugins that we need to go ahead and install. Let's go ahead and get rid of the manual related post. We're going to install another plugin to do that for us. Okay, so we're going to delete that, And let's just delete the Google XML sitemaps. We got another one doing that. Let's delete Hello Dolly. Okay, so let's delete those real quick. So we'll just click on yes. And we'll need to go ahead and update our contact form 7. Okay, so let's go ahead and add a plugin real quick. Now I'm not going to add all of the plugins. We really don't want a bunch of plugins on here, but I'm just going to add a couple that we're going to be using in this particular demonstration here. So we're going to add InRelate. So you can just type in InRelate and then click on Search Plugins. Okay, we're going to install InRelate related content and click on Install and click OK. And then we're going to click on Activate. Okay, we're going to click on Add New. And we're going to do the same search for InRelate. Click on Search. And go ahead and install the InRelate Flyout and the InRelate Most Popular. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video and install these two. Okay, so we're going to add another plugin. And we're going to do a search for Rank Reporter. Okay, and then click on Search. And we're going to install SEO Rank Reporter. We're going to use this plugin to track our keywords and track the ranking for our keywords. And we're going to track the our URLs to our site. So click on Activate. One plugin I like to use, this is optional. Sometimes I like to use Vibe SEO because it helps me in writing in SEO and the post. Okay, so this is something I like to use. It's optional. Platinum SEO does a pretty good job. And let me see. May have to go download it. Whoops. Okay. Okay, so I just installed a couple of more plugins. One at Vibe SEO and WordPress Ping Optimizer and Stop Spam Comments. I did put those on your download page. Okay, so our next step. So what we're going to do now is go and set up our homepage SEO settings. Okay, so just click on Platinum SEO. We're just going to use Platinum because it's already installed on the site and it's pretty good, just as good as all-in-one SEO. Okay, so let's put in our home title, home description, and then we'll get to our keywords. Actually, let's just go ahead and go to our keywords. Now, let's go ahead and put Paleo Diet is one of our first keywords. Okay, Paleo Diet is not very competitive. Okay, so we can rank for that pretty easy. So we'll start off with Paleo Diet. Okay, so what we'll do now is open up our handy software SERP-Attacks, and it's a free software. If you haven't used it, it's really good. And actually put the software download link on your download page. You'll just have to register, and this software is about as good as any paid software out there. So what we're going to do is now is search for our homepage keywords, which are going to relate to the Paleo Diet. So we're going to click on Keyword Research and type in Paleo Diet. And we'll just click on Search. Now, before you do this, you'll have to set up your settings, which are going to be your Google AdWords account. So we're going to let it find keywords for us. Now, keep in mind, we are also going to use the keywords that we have here. So if we open those keywords up, now all of these keywords have to do with fat loss and food and stuff like that. So we are going to use these, okay, here in just a minute. And so you're going to see the searches, the strength, the competition, and so we got a lot of low competition keywords that we're going to be using. Let's go back to our software. Okay, so it's generating some keywords for us. Okay, so it brought us back a bunch of keywords. Okay, now since we're in a hurry, let's go ahead and just filter these by competition, and we'll just filter them. We want low competition keywords, so we're going to click on OK. And so now we have a bunch of low competition keywords. Now, what we're looking for is keywords that have to do with the Paleo Diet. Okay, and then once we get a few of those, we're going to move on to other keywords. So here we have Paleo Diet Food List is a good one. the HCG diet plan, paleo diet recipes, paleo recipes. So we have some good keywords that we can take a look at, and so we're going to use those keywords for our homepage SEO. And SERP will actually calculate the competition for you. So let's say you want to find the competition, the real competition for paleo recipes. You can check this box, and then down here where it says selected keywords actions, you can send them to, well, I thought you could send them to the SERP Analyzer, but don't look like you can. So what we could do, if we want to find out that, what we would do is go to our SERP Analyzer and type in paleo recipes, and then click on search. And what this is going to do is analyze the top 10 competition and then tell us if in fact it's something that we can rank for. Okay, so it brought us back a score of 21, which is pretty easy, okay? And when you're using SERP attacks in the SERP Analyzer, what you're looking for is many of the red boxes over here, as you see. The more red boxes means the easier it is going to be to rank for that particular keyword. Okay, so we don't want to get this video too long, so let's go ahead and get our homepage keywords. Okay, so we have 4 to 5 good keywords for our homepage SEO. Now let's fill in our title and description. Before we do that, let's go ahead and put in some of our keywords from our list here. Okay. So let's take a look at I like this particular keyword, so let's go ahead and we're just going to copy that, and we're going to put this one for one of our homepage SEO keywords. Okay, now we're going to do the home title and description. Okay, so we got a title and a description. Now we have our main SEO keyword, which is paleo diet, in our title and description. So that's very, very important that you have that. Okay, so once you have that, go down and just click on update options. Okay, so we'll stop this video here. In the next video, we'll pick up where we left off.